Matrix is a set of quantities, usually numbers. Matrix is a set of quantities, usually numbers, arranged. Numbers arranged. Arranged in rows and columns. Arranged in rows and columns. In rows and columns. In form of rectangular array. In form of rectangular array. ARRAY. In form of rectangular array. Are we there? Enclosed. Enclosed. Yes, enclosed. Enclosed is on the board. Within. Enclosed within large brackets. Enclosed within large brackets. Large brackets. Have you written that? I'll take it one more time. Matrix is a set of quantities, usually numbers. Are we there? Usually numbers. Not numbered. I say numbers. Arranged in rows and columns. In form of rectangular array. Enclosed within large brackets. Have you written that? Yes, full stop. The numbers, continuation after full stop. Continuation after full stop. No, after full stop. After the full stop, you start with the meaning. The numbers or quantities. The numbers or quantities in the bracket. The numbers or quantities in the bracket are called elements or entries. Are called elements or entries. Are called elements or entries. Elements or entries. Elements or entries. Elements or entries. The numbers or quantities enclosed within the bracket are called elements or what? Quantities. Element or entry, sorry. Element or entries. Have you written that? Yes. Full stop. A matrix. Yes, a matrix is denoted by a symbol, is noted by capital letter, sorry. A matrix is denoted by capital letter. A matrix is denoted by capital letters. By capital letters. Esther. A matrix is denoted by capital letters. Are we there now? Why the elements? Why the elements are denoted by small letters? Why the elements are denoted by small letters? Why the elements are denoted by small letters? Let me explain what you have written down after the full stop. You pay attention now. Can you pay attention now?
Yeah.
The heat. Can I explain what you have written down now? All right. When we talk about matrix, it's simply the arrangement of numbers. These numbers are arranged in rows and what? Columns. Either horizontally or what? Vertically. The horizontal arrangements of numbers are called rows, while the vertical arrangements are what? Columns. Is that clear now? In matrix, the rows are read first before what? The columns. Is that clear now? You read the rows first before you read what? The column. Are we there now? Now, inside the bracket that covers numbers or quantities, the numbers or quantities inside the bracket, you refer to them as entries of matrix, or you call them elements. The elements are represented by small letters, while the matrix itself is represented by what? Capital letters. Are we clear now? Are we clear on that now? All right. These elements are arranged. Know very well that they are arranged in rows and columns, but there is an order in which they have been arranged. These orders follow definite patterns or rules. These definite patterns or rules, which these numbers or quantities are arranged in rows and columns, are referred to as what? Orders. Referred to as what? Orders. Orders. The definite pattern which numbers or quantities are arranged in rows and columns are called what? Orders. For matrix, in matrices, generally, the order of arrangement is very important. For example, if we have number arrangement of matrix like this, if we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if we have this order of arrangement of matrix in this form, this is the rows and this is what? The columns. But the order of arrangement here, how many rows do we have here? 1 and what? 2. How many columns do we have here? 1, 2, 3. Written as 2 by what? 3 what? Matrix. That is the order of what? Arrangement. Exactly now. 2 by 3 what? Matrix. We read the row first before coming to the column. Are we clear on that now? All right. This is what? 2 by 3 matrix. Written as if 2 times what? 3. Are we clear on that now? All right. So the numbers we have here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, are the elements I've been talking about, or you can call them entries. Are we clear on that now? Now, the matrix itself may be, say it's noted by a symbol or represented by a capital letter, isn't it? This could be what? A matrix. Are we clear now? The element, the matrix itself is a matrix, while the element inside are what? In small letters. If I translate this outside A, capital letter A inside, automatically I'm going to use what? Small letter A. Is that clear now? Is that clear to everybody now? All right. Now, the order of arrangement also follow what we call what? Position. Position. Is that clear now? Follow what we call what? Position. Now, if you look at element what? 2. If you look at the element 2 here, it's in what? First row, isn't it? And then first what? Column. True or false? What about element 3? First row. Is that clear now? What about element 4? We'll go to the next one. What about 5? Second row. What about 6? What about 7? Second row what? Third column, isn't it? Which is translated this way. For those of you behind, may not. We can have it translated like this. We have Element 2 is in what? First row, first column, isn't it? Written as this. First row, this is a subscript what? 2 or double suffix. Exactly now. Subscript 2 or double subscript or what? Double what? Suffix. Are we there now? Now, this is what? First row, first column. It's not 11. Exactly now. The position is what we are bringing out now. Exactly now. What about element 3? First row. So I have it as what? A, first row, second column. Are we there now? We go to the next one. What about 4? 4 is in which position? Eh?
First, second, third column.
I'm coming. First row. That is 1, 3 like this, isn't it? What about element 5? First what? Are you sure? What about element 6? Second row, second column. What about element 7? Second what? Third column. Now you can see the position of the element, isn't it? The order of arrangement is what? 2 by 3 what? Matrix, isn't it? But if you look at the position of what? Each of the element as translated, true or false? This is matrix what? A. And the element represented by what? Small letter A. If this is matrix what? B. The element will not be A, to be what? B. If it is C, it will be what? Small letter C inside. Are we clear now? We have talked about the order. We have talked about what? The position of what? Matrix. Is that clear to everybody now? All right. Who said that it's not clear? Please, you are expected to pay attention. I started by saying that the arrangement of elements in that coil bracket or in that large bracket follow a definite patterns or rules. I say that, isn't it? A certain pattern of arrangement. They are not just written like that. And when I put them, I arrange them in rows and what? Columns. And I say that in this arrangement, we have the first row and we have what? The second row. The rows are arranged horizontally. Is that clear now? While the columns are arranged what? Vertically. Are we following each other now? Those of you that say you are not clear, are you with me now? All right. Then we have it as the first row, second row. And how many columns we have? 1, 2, 3. Is that clear now? Now, I said that this element here, apart from having it as a 2 by 3 matrix, which is the order of arrangement, 2 rows, 3 columns. That is a 2 by 3 what? Matrix. Is that clear now? But each of the elements have their positions as they are arranged in that bracket. And the positions is what? The positions are stated by their rows and what? Column. Is that clear now? And by the rows and column here, we have element 2 here. The first element here is 2. The first element here is 2, and we have it as what? In the first row and first what? Column. Which we have it here as what? First row, first column. Not 11. This is the first row and first what? Column. The position of element 2. Is that clear now? Now we have element 3 here. The number 3 there. We have it in what? First row, second column. Then we have the element number 4 here is in what? First row, but third what? Column. Then we have element number what? Element number 5 is in what? Second row, first column. We have element number 6 here, which is what? Second row, second column. Element number 7, what we have it? Second row, third column. So the number here, we don't have it 11, it's not 12, it's not 13, it's not 21, it's not 22, it's not 23. Are we clear now? Can I proceed from that level now? All right. Yes, that's your question.
What if the column is more than 2?
I'm coming to that. Commit to that. Now, we have been able to identify the order of this arrangement and the position, true or false. Let's look at another matrix which you can identify for me. Can I clean here now?
Yes, sir.
I heard yes, sir. What if I have a matrix like this? My marker is not working. If I have a matrix like this, 1, 2, 3. How many rows do we have here?
3
3 rows. 1, 2, 3. How many columns? So how do you read it? How do you read the matrix? 3 by what? By 1 what? Matrix, isn't it? How many elements do we have inside? So what is the position? That is the order of arrangement. What is the position of element number 1 here? Eh? Are you sure? What about 2? Eh? This is 1 row, isn't it? Eh? So this is row 1, row 2, row 3. Let's read now. So what is the position now? What about this one? Let's look at this. Identify this for me. Two, 0, 1 minus 4. How can you arrange this in order? What order of matrix is this? 2 by 2. How many rows do we have here? And then how many columns?
2 columns.
Are you sure? Okay. Can you now translate this to their position for me? What is the position of 2 here? What is that of 0? What about this? Second row. What about this? Are you sure? Let me give you this matrix. Let's see how you can translate this for me. What about this? How can you read this matrix? What is the order of this matrix? Eh?
No.
You said what? Raise up your hand. Let's listen to you. Raise up your hand. Stand up and say it. Stand up. Stand up now. Let the class hear you. Those people behind can't hear you.
They can't see.
They can't see you. Just stand up. Show your handsome face. Stand up. Stand up. Can you read that matrix for me? What is the order of that matrix? Stand up now. Let them hear you. 2. He said 2 by 2 matrix. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Extra, stand up. Somebody says 0 by 2. It's 2 by 2. Yes. Who is telling us something? He said what? Stand up and tell us. Yes.
It's no matrix.
Eh? No matrix? No matrix. You are correct. I'm not asking of the type. I'm asking of the order of arrangement. Are you sure it's 2 by 2?
Yes.
Esther, give me the order of this arrangement. They can't see you. Those people there behind, they cannot even see you. Stand up. What order? 2 by what? Are you short? Okay. Let's translate it. Let's translate it. Yes, let's start with this. What is the, let's assume this is matrix A. First column, isn't it? What about the second one? Is it second row? What about this one? What about this? Are we following at all? The order and the position, isn't it? Determine the position of the matrix, true or false? Okay. I have something for you. I want you to determine the order of this matrix for me. If you do this, somebody beside you will mark it.
Should we write it?
Oh no, my marker. I wish I can get better marker. Four, 0, 3, minus 5. Then we have a B. 5 minus 3 minus 4 and 2. Determine. Can you feed this for me? A, the order of A and B. The B part of it, you find A, you two. Yes, can we solve this very fast and quickly? Do that, and somebody beside you will mark it. Determine the matrix A and B. Determine what? The order of what? A and B. Then the B part of it, I, you find what? A this, B this, A this, B this, and B that. You do that very fast and quickly. Determine the position and the order and the position. I expect everybody to be solving this.
Yes, sir, we are.
It's very simple. When you finish yours, raise up your hand. Then we can collect it from you and give it to somebody. You say my second question. I think I just finished. The last thing I finished is all about the second question. That's the last thing I finished. You look at this A, isn't it? This A matrix, isn't it? Now, what is the position of A subscript what? 2. Well, the position is what? This, isn't it? Which element is in first row and first column here? You just write this and you put equal to and put that number. Now, which element is in second row, second column? You write it out and put the element. When you go to B here, how many? What's the order of this matrix? What is the order of this matrix B? 4 by what? 4 by 1, isn't it? I think we have a B here, which is what? First row, second column. Which element here of B is in first row, second column? I mean first row, first column, sorry. Which element is in first row, first column here? You write it out and you put equals and put that number exactly now. It's very simple, just to determine the position exactly now. How many of you have finished with that? Let me have it if you are finished. Give it to somebody who you think is your enemy that will mark it for you. You are done with, you are through with yours. Give it to somebody who is your enemy to mark it for you. Who is the baller? What's the name? Give me, let me have it. Don't worry, don't worry. I know the girl you toasted and does not agree with you. Give it to that girl. It's okay now, right? Okay.
I collected one from I reviewed the other one.
Okay. Are you through with yours? Yes, I'll give it to. A court member, no, they accept saying the court. If you are true, just swap it with somebody, please. Swap it. If you're a boy, give it to a girl. If you're a girl, give it to a boy. Don't give to your fellow girl. Except you're a hermaphrodite. Just give it to a girl that you like. Give it to that girl behind you. There is a girl behind you. Yes, the one facing down. Please swap it fast. We don't have much time. Swap it fast. Who is marking this? Yellow, can you mark this? Wait until I start with the correction, then you can mark it. Yes? Are you true? Please, we don't have much time. Let's start. Please swap it fast. This should take you just 2 minutes.
Shut up. You
Now, if somebody has swapped with you because of our time, what order of matrix is this one? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, isn't it? 3 by what? What order of matrix is this one? That is for what? Question A, isn't it? If somebody has given you his or her own, just mark that A first. 3 by 2 and 4 by 1 matrix. Can you just mark that now? The one I gave to you, are you marking it? Where's the girl sitting here? Can we start with the B now? With the B question. So we have I. What is the I there? A, first row, first column. What is the element there? The element is 1. What about second row, second column? Which element is there? Eh? What about third row, second column? Which element? Eh? We have this. First row, first column. What about fourth row, first column? Is what? I think this is not hard, isn't it? So if you are with anybody, just mark it. If the person fails, look at the way you will mark it. The guy did not even collect any marker for me on the whole thank you I gave to you. Okay, number 1, types of matrix. We have a row matrix. This is just a matrix with just a row. It's called what? A row matrix. So what type of matrix? What's the order of this matrix? What is the order? 1 by what? Are you sure? How many columns here? Isn't it? And it's written as what? 1 by 3 matrix. Please, you are making noise. This type of matrix is called what? A row matrix. Just 1 row, not 2. Is that clear now? Number 2, sorry. A column matrix. All this marker here.
So I don't mind it speak.
I used one marker that is filled yesterday somewhere. Don't know where I kept it. It's a matrix with just 1 column. Example. Is this book disturbing you? What's the order of this matrix? Number 3, X0. Yes. Example. This is what we call what? A null or zero matrix. All the elements are all what? Zeros. Number 4. It's a matrix with equal number of rows and columns. You can have example. It's a square matrix. This one is what? This is what? 2 by 2 matrix. You can also have another one as this. This is what? A 3 by 3 matrix. So any matrix with equal number of rows and columns is said to be what? A square matrix. Square what? Matrix. What did you say just now?
I see what you said.
No, I didn't say that.
Matrix.
No, you say matrix.
I not say matrix.
Say matrix. You're copying from here directly?
No.
Can I clean here now? It's like both of you. Okay. Number 5. No need to carry. I want this to be dropped here. You will copy rubbish. Now, when we talk about the diagonal matrix, say this is a matrix whose elements are all zero except those along the leading or main diagonal. Is that clear now? Except those along the leading or main what? Diagonal. Now, when we're talking about the main diagonal, is this one from the left to the what? Right. This one from left to what? Right. These are the main what? Diagonal. But that is not what we are saying here. Once you have an arrangement of matrix and all the elements are zero, except the one on the main diagonal, the leading diagonal, refer to that element as what? A diagonal what? Matrix. Example. You have something like this. 1, 0, 0. Then we have 0, 1, 0. Then we have 0, 0, 1. You will discover that this is what the leading diagonal. All the elements are zero except on the one on the leading what? Diagonal. Exactly now. You were making noise. You don't expect to hear me. I was trying to explain a diagonal matrix. That a matrix is said to be diagonal when all the elements are zero except the one on the leading diagonal. If you look at the example I gave here, all the elements here are zero. But if you watch the leading diagonal, they are not zero. Exactly now. But the rest of the elements are what? Zero. Now, if you may ask a question, if this one is the leading diagonal, which one is the minor? Exactly now. The minor is the one from right to what? To the left. But the one that is the main diagonal is what? The one from what? The left to what? Right. Exactly now. All right. Number 6. Number 6. It's not serious. A unity or identity matrix or matrix, as he corrected me, the English teacher. This is a matrix. It's a matrix whose leading is a matrix whose leading what? Or main diagonal have the same elements. The unity or identity matrix is a type of matrix whose leading element in the main diagonal, whose element in the leading diagonal or the main diagonal are the same or one. If you have a matrix and all the elements in the leading diagonal are the same or one, we refer to that as what? Identity or unity what? Matrix. My marker is not working, that's why. Eh? Whose elements And the elements on the leading diagonal are the same. We refer to that as identity matrix. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
It's on the board already. So let me give you an example. If you have a matrix like this, take your book. If you have a matrix like this, 1, 0, 0, 1. This is what? A 2 by 2 matrix. You can see that all the elements in the leading diagonal are what? Same or 1.
Also in the list,
This one,
is also
this one, they are 1. I did not say 0, 1. Are the same or 1 or the same. Is that clear now? Yes.
That means also call.
Yes. Yes. It's a diagonal matrix which is also an identity matrix. It's a diagonal matrix which is also what? An identity what? Matrix. Yes. It's also a square matrix. Can I clean the top now? For those of you who are behind. What this one? We are still here. What about this side? Number 7. How can the marker be bringing 2 color out and number 7? We have equal matrix. As said to be equal if and only if they have the same element, the same number of elements two matrices are said to be equal if they have the same number of elements and the same order of arrangement. Order of arrangement. Two matrices are said to be equal if and only if they have the same number of what elements and the same order of what arrangement. Such matrices are said to be what equal. Are we clear on that now? What was the last thing I said? What is an equal matrix? Stand up. You have used the pressing phone, right? You paid whose son to be here? It will have no value for you if you don't pay attention. The last thing I said, you couldn't tell me. What is an equal matrix? Even the write-up is still on the board. Sit down. Two matrices are said to be equal. Number 1, if they have the same number of elements. Number 2, if they have the same order of what? Arrangement. you can say that such metrics are what? Equal. And that is an equal matrix. Exactly now. So I should be saying metrics, isn't it? All right. Let me give you an example. If we have matrix A to be equal to A, B, C, and D, and then we have matrix B to be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, please pay attention. Can you listen now? If we have matrix A to be what? We have how many elements here? 4 elements. How many elements here? That if they have the same number of what? Elements. Now, what is the order of arrangement? Matrix A is what? 2 by 2. This one is what? You can refer to these two matrices as what? Equal matrices. Exactly now, because they have the same number of elements and the same order of what? Arrangement. I can't hear you. Stand up.
I think let me. I think what I'm trying to say is like now this ABCD, and there's another one to having the same values. They're having the same values, both diagonal and identity, all the same, and they also classified as equal matrix.
If they have the same order of arrangement.
Okay.
This matrix cannot be. This cannot be an equal matrix. If I have B now, let's say we have A here now. Now I have another matrix C to be equal to this 1, 2, 3.
No.
They cannot be equal, isn't it? Because they don't have the same number of elements and they don't have the same order of what? Arrangement. Does that answer your question now? Yes, stand up and ask your question. Stand up. The camera is on you. Allow him now. Okay, let me get your question. If I have another matrix C, isn't it, to be what? Another number entirely, but the same element. It can be 7, 8, 6, or it can be 4 like this, isn't it? They have the same number of elements. They are equal. And the order of what? The order is what? 2 by 2. The same number. What do you mean by determinants? When you talk about determinant, you are talking about, when you talk about order of arrangement, you are talking about the position, then you are talking about determinants.
Wait, calm down.
Let him finish his own. Yes.
I think the equal matrix is mathematician. Is it regardless of the content?
Not regardless of the element or the quantity of the element.
Yes.
Exactly now. Regardless of the quantity, but same number. Exactly now. Like in your house now, you have a wife and you give birth to 4 boys. Then in her house, she's married and she gives birth to 4 girls. Irrespective of the sex, they have the same number of what? Elements. Isn't it? 4 children, 4 children. Does that answer your question now? All right, sit down. Your question, please. That was the question. All right. You don't like, okay, it's like he was angry when I talk about boys. You like yes?
Yes. Yes, I don't even want to hear now.
Sorry about that. Let's say your family, you give birth to 4 evil spirit. And then she give birth to 4 boys. 4 evil spirits, 4 boys. The same number, 2 of us. Please, you have to solve this for me. Have you finished copying this? Can I wipe it off now? Where's Michael shouting from? He just entered my class. You've not been there. Please solve this one for me. Given that A is equals to U V W Y Z and B five, 3, 1. Minus 304. 204. Find the value of value of how many of you have solved this? Please solve this fast. Can you solve this fast? We or I?
I will answer E now. As if you are giving to Mark.
I know who to mark for you this time around. I know who will mark it for you. Let me have yours. Ten more minutes. Okay. You will mark that now. Who else has finished? Who else has finished? Who has finished? Have you finished yours?
All that doesn't mean the arrangement.
This one.
Yes.
What?
It's the same as A.
What is the order of this A?
2 by 3.
Is it 2 by 3?
2 by 3.
What about this?
2 by 3.
Just write the order.
Okay, that's it.
Yes. But this one, the position. What's the position of U in B? What's the position of V in this?
Okay, that's
Do you understand? Find the value of this in B. Find the value of this if A is equals to what? B.
B. You have to measure.
What's the position of U here? First column. So what's the position of 5 here? So U is equals to what?
It's correct now. That are correct.
Please, if he's wrong, mark him wrong. And please, let the wrong be like this.
I thought it was originally X.
How many of you are true? You are true. Let me have it.
Okay, sir. Look, why is it my own you want? What do you want? I want to say your work. My work.
Can you mark? You are not even writing. So you can mark. Take this. This is your own, right? Mark this. Swap with somebody, please. No space here. Swap with one girl. You. Not somebody close to you. Swap with somebody across.
I'm true. I'm true.
You see? Eh? Remaining how many minutes for you the class to be over?
Why now?
That's all. Camera is on you. You are not true, so you can mark. You are not true, so you can mark. Who is true there?
I'm not marking you. Who is Samson? Are you Samson? Who is Samson?
Yes.
Who is Samson? I'm on.
Pass it across. Oh, you are here.
Who is Samson?
Take this one. Give it to him. Give it to him and collect his own. Collect his own. Who is there? Pass it across. Give this one to him. You mark this. Who owns this? Mark it. Are you true? You marked it. Esther. Is it your own? Yellow. Yellow. Does this one belong to you? Yellow. This one is for you. If you are finished marking, please call the name and give it to the person. Sorry. Your own. Let me have it.
I made a mistake. Who's marking for? Well, I think I'm marking is where you are going to compare.
Who owns this? Please pass this thing behind. No, pass it behind. Just 5 minutes for you to go. Just hold on. You'll soon be, if the class will soon be over. Who's the owner of this? Who wants this one? Check this. Please, can you stop the noise now? They are closing 12:30. He told me 10 minutes. Don't just, please pay attention as you are marking. Look at what you do. For question A, the position of U in what? In B. This is U is equals to what? V is equals to what? Of V is equals to what? That is supposed to be arranged. If you are through with this, you can just relax yourself now. Give me my book.